Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU 8 Sports.
California and Hallsville Friday night in a matchup that encapsulates what makes Friday Night Fever so special. Head coaches Justin Conyers from H-Town and California Seth Womack were college roommates at Westminster, and last night they were opponents for the first time as coaches. It was senior night for Hallsville. They honor their special senior class that's kept them undefeated this year. Pintos early on, Kalen Kruger goes deep, but there's Hallsville senior A.J. Austin. He gets the interception. He's had such a great year for Hallsville. Ensuing drive for Hallsville down the 11-yard line, and it's Austin. A jump ball goes up, grabs it, touchdown. He's getting it done. Offense and defense, 16-0 in H-Town. Pintos trying to stay in it. Kalen Kruger keeps it and goes up on top of the pile to the end zone. Lost the ball. Referees talk about it. They go on the field, call it a touchdown, puts California on the board, but Hallsville keeps pressing on as they do so often. Quarterback Tiger Cobb capping off another scoring drive with a short touchdown run. He had 4 on the night, 2 rushing and 2 passing. The dreams of an undefeated season continue in Hallsville. They win 46-6 as Justin Conyers gets a bragging right over his buddy Seth Womack.
You know, it's real emotional, because, what stinks about tonight is somebody has to lose, and that's the tough part, because you never want to see a good friend that prepares hard and has his kids do the right thing and is turning this program in the right direction down there in California to have to take an L. But, you got to make sure that we take care of business in our locker room too, and this one right here was very important. We talk about 1 week at a time. This was the next one up for us.
Senior night for Eldon and Bryce Veach against Boonville on a very muddy evening. Early on, 4th and 2, and Veach takes the handoff, breaks a tackle, and converts. He would score later in the drive. It would be 8-0 Eldon. The Eldon fans on senior night celebrating that one. And later in the game for Boonville, it's their quarterback, Colby Caton, running the quarterback sweep, getting some blocks upfield, and sliding his way into the end zone to even the game up at 8. And Caton wasn't done. And this time, taking the run up the middle for the score, a 14-8 lead. He lets the defender know about it afterwards. Caton, mud on his face after that one. He would be the winner tonight as Boonville defeats Eldon 50-22. 1-6 Smith Cotton hosting 6-1 Helias, and this one got ugly early. Quarterback Drew Miller tosses to Ryan Clark. He takes it 8 yards to give Helias 2 touchdowns in their first 2 drives. Student section loving it. For Smith Cotton, not so much. Here's the handoff to Carson Bronner. He takes it 30-plus yards to give the Crusaders a 21-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Smith Cotton couldn't get anything going. Crusaders win it 35-3. It's the original Columbia rivalry, and as the city grows, so does the intensity of the Providence Bowl. Hickman and Rock Bridge continued their storied rivalry on Friday, but in recent years, the story has been all Rock Bridge. Hickman hasn't won this game since 2012, the last QP's winning season. Rock Bridge trying to get their 4th win, taking Hickman on the road. Quarterback Nathan Dent back last week after suffering a concussion. He scrambles early on, runs it all the way into the end zone to put Rock Bridge up on the board first, 7-0. He's looking healthy as ever. Now we go towards the second quarter, same score, 7-0. Here's Nathan Dent in at quarterback again, dropping back, throwing a rocket down the field to Peyton Messer for the big Bruins first down, extending, nice diving catch there. That sets up the quick touchdown on the fake handoff, a screen pass to Messer, blocking upfield, makes a move, heads to the end zone. They take a 14-0 lead, second half now. QP's down 20-0, but Hickman trying to get on the board. The running back, Dion Weston on the ground. He runs it all the way in, looking behind him to make sure he's free. He is 45-yard touchdown run. 28-7 the final. It's Rockbridge's 9th straight win in the Providence Bowl. Heating up in Wardsville as Blair Oaks hosted Southern Boone. Dylan Hare and the Falcons looking for their 100th win all-time at Falcon Athletic Complex. First quarter, Dylan Hare with a 20-yard pass to Alex Weiberg for the touchdown, putting the Falcons up 8-0. Hare would surpass 400 passing yards for the first time this season. Fireworks on senior night in Blair Oaks. Still the first quarter, Southern Boone's Jacob Bowles takes the handoff, breaks for 50 yards into the end zone. The Eagles kept it close. They were within 10. 29-19, kept it close for a while, but Blair Oaks would do what Blair Oaks always does. 10 points up still. Caden Garber near the goal line, taking the handoff, going into the end zone for the 1-yard touchdown run. He had 7 carries, 2 of them went into the end zone. Falcons put up 70-plus for the second time this year. They win at 71-34. Harrisburg hosting Scotland County as the Bulldogs look for their 7th win of the season. After a Harrisburg interception to get the ball, Tanner Lanus airs it out to Jace Carr for the deep touchdown connection. Those two have been connecting for scores all season long. Later in the quarter, it's Lanus again, finding junior receiver Braden Wyatt for another long score. He runs into the end zone. Bulldogs lead 22-8 after the first quarter. They weren't done. Now back into the red zone, and this time it's their running back, Gavin Curtis, fighting for every inch and finding the end zone. Harrisburg 7-1 in the year. They hold on to win 34-30. Mizzou rounds up its 3-game homestand Saturday, and the 3-3 Tigers are in for a challenge with 21st-ranked Texas A&M coming to Fro fresh off their upset win over number 1 Alabama. Mizzou may hope this game turns into a shootout, and the Tigers have scored touchdowns on 81% of their trips to the red zone this year. Running back Tyler Beatty has been the engine for Mizzou's offense looking to make more big plays, and Coach Eli Drinkwood said earlier this week that its explosive plays from guys like Beatty are the keys to Mizzou's success.
This is not an analytics deal, but the number one indicator, in my opinion, in wins and losses is actually not turnovers, it's explosive plays. Whoever wins the explosive play battle wins the game, usually in the upper 70s, low 80%, depending on what analytical statistics you use.
And that's it for sports.